Um, Welcome back, guys. And today I'll be learning how to learn how to draw beautiful boxes. Yes, it is true. The fact is that I'm trying to learn how to draw recently, and I haven't did anything too well, I guess. But no, I think I will start with learn how to draw a box. Well, drawing a box, I think first you will need to learn by wait like this. Where's my bag? Yeah. Wait. Let me let me let me fix this real quick. Let's fix my pen real quick. It is displaying on two monitors, so pen is working not properly. Oh no, the pen. Wait. Yes, it is. No, monitor two. Yeah, it's. Uh, where's my pen? What is this annoying? This is annoying because I'm not setting up this thing properly. How do I take the pen out? Yeah, it's there it is. Why am I not drawing anything? What's wrong with this thing? SB pen, please explain to me why. Please explain. Please explain to me why. Things is not working properly right now. I would love to hear an answer from you. Alright, come on, pop up and help me out. I'm on streaming. I am streaming right now. Alright. Oh, this class not auto banking. It's looks deep, right? Yeah, I know it looks deep, but there's still a lot to improve. Here to here, uh, use the pen. I see. Here to here. Yeah, I would like that. All right, it's working now. Let's start learn how to draw then. All right, my goals today is to learn how to draw beautiful boxes. And personally, I know it is not simple at all, drawing a beautiful box. Right? You may think it's box is the easiest thing to do, but as a beginner, I don't think so. I have different opinion on this topic. And how to box, mastering the box. Yeah, I would watch. Yeah, I watch.
You should be drawing boxes.
Rotate a box in space.
Start. So how
is two sides, and you'll see three sides of it when it's rotated somewhere diagonal, stand wrong or bad. The problem here is that they have no vanishing points. So let me explain this a bit. We all know the basic outline of, let's say, a building. We know that it's very square or rectangular. However, in reality or this picture, these are far from simply just squares. Why is that? Well, it turns out that all lines in a space converge to a point, something we like to call the vanishing point. And in order to turn 2D into 3D, we as artists, the vanishing out that all these are the space converged into 3D, we as artists need to take that into account and draw our boxes or things in ways that connect them to vanishing points. And with that, we can segue into perspective and perspective thing. What something? Well, in the future, draw a box in any perspective, you're gonna be your best friend. Because once you know how to actually draw a box in any perspective, you can essentially use that box as your perspective grid and skip most of the, well, grid part. But in order to learn how to skip perspective grids with boxes, you still need to make boxes in those perspective grids. So sorry where you're, if you're at just doing a 2-point perspective one, and another a 5-point perspective grid when you're having trouble
Bro, that
just doing a
was
2-point perspective one. And another thing is to please do this with references. It's alarming how many artists I see trying to learn a new thing like boxes in a new perspective and then not have a simple picture of what you're making in front of you. How do you expect to know what you did wrong if there's no correct answer to base these things off of?
Whee! Dr. Draw Alex here. If you're looking for a job in animation, comics, or you just box, let's look at the science axis or center of rotation, which you can find by drawing a cross.
I don't know what that is, but I try to copy it. Yeah, basically, my friend, what going to do? Increase the sound a little bit. That is good. Is good. Right. Always bad days. What the fuck is this gap? What is this gap? Where where's my pen? It's my pen. What the fuck is going on? Hey, pen. What's going on? The hell is going on with you, Ben? It's you, Okita. Who are you? Who are trying to who are trying to do something bad on me? I see what. Let's start trying. And a blank. And I saw the perspective, I saw the way he tried, like this. Not too beautiful, but decent. This is decent. It's different. Huh, it's different. It's, I can see it's different. Yeah, I can see that. Wait, let me try. Let me let me trust. One. First, I'm trying to do this, this. No, first, first, I'm thinking. No, Yeah, I think I got it. I think I got it. Not too good, but decent.
Stop taking meeting notes and
Whee! Dr. Draw Alex here. Box. Let's look at the science. There are two main things to consider. First and foremost is the axis or center of rotation, which you can
Yes.
find by drawing a cross on the top plane from the corners, indicated by this red line. If we highlight the corners of this box and draw an ellipse using those points, you'll see this ellipse helps us in rotating this box. But first, there's another thing we need to take into account, and that's x, y, and z. In school, you might have heard of x and y during math. You know, the thing we use to plot lines and graphs and whatnot. Z is the third dimension that creates depth. A great example of using two or three dimensions is a Mario. This is Super Mario Bros. In 2D and only using x and y. And this is Super Mario 3D World. The name already implies it, they're using three dimensions, x, y, and z. But let's get back to our box. Here we can find x, y, and z by looking at the edges. This is x, this is y, and this is z. You can see that the center of rotation is similar to y. So if we use this ellipse to rotate the box, x and z will change and y will stay the same. For example, if we rotate the corners of our box clockwise along this ellipse and connect them, you'll see that this plane is already rotated. Y hasn't changed, so we can just draw those lines following the vanishing point. And when we connect everything, we'll get a rotated box. But let's take this one step further, because terms like vanishing points, dimensions, and the horizon have to do with perspective. If perspective is new to you, please watch this video first by clicking the link in the top right. This video explains everything you need to know about perspective. But back to our box. If we extend the lines of the edges, zoom out and extend the lines of the edges, you'll see that they'll eventually hit each other. That's because this box exists within space, and space is perspective. These things are called vanishing points and live on a horizon line. And we can name these vanishing points x, y, and z. Now you'll see that these lines don't perfectly hit each other on the vanishing point. And that's fine because we're artists, we're not engineers. Just be sure to get close enough. But now let's elongate the lines of our second box. You'll see that these hit different vanishing points for x and z. Y stays the same because that's the axis or center of rotation. This shows that if we rotate the box, the vanishing points of the box rotate as well. It's a bit like the Wheel of Fortune, where the edge of the wheel represents the horizon line, and the sticks represent the potential vanishing points. Our first box, let's call this box A, is using these vanishing points. But box B is blind. That this is fine because we're artists. We're not perfectly X and exist with the edges. You'll see that they'll eventually hit each other.
It's just not hitting. It's not fitting at all. Nah, don't be swaying like that, Ryan. You're more than just some random one. Your ambitious is too high, right? I mean, you don't actually need to hide it anywhere. You don't know that your ambition is too very high. It's extremely high. More than anything, anyone here. You want a lot. You want to know.
That's because there are X, Y, and Z. The best way to learn is to draw along, so now would be a good moment to grab your add a couple of boxes. Remember Kim's tactics. Let's start the box with corners. And above we'll add another normal box. Let's add another normal box. This one is going to fill a bit more in space and just measure the center box with step 1. Box we're going to draw our first. Let's start from the box we've already drawn and just add
This box looks beautiful and mine is not.
a couple of boxes underneath this one. This is to build some confidence and landmarks for ourselves. Remember Kim's tactics. But above this box, we're going to draw our first rotated box. Let's start with step 1 and draw the center of
Center of the box. Yes, I got it. No.
Rotation, which we can find by measuring the corners from the box
I got it.
we've already drawn. Then step 2 is to draw the ellipse to guide
The fuck I'm doing that.
the center of the corners.
This need to be more curved outside here. Needs to be more curved.
And in step 3, we connect everything.
What?
Center of the corners. And in step 3, we connect.
Right, you move the left. A little bit right to every single one. You move a little bit right, right? Right. And now you draw. Right, I think I got it. I think I got it. Wait. Wait. I think that I get it. Wait, I actually think that I get it. Look. Look. I mean, look at me. Look at me. Right. I think that I get it. Guys. Look at this. No, look at this. Guys. Not sure. There's something is wrong up there. Something is wrong there. Come on, yes. Leave my end it. I know what you're right. Kind of. Come. Yes, it's decent. No, it's not decent. It's ugly. Finally, a decent boss. Now I will connect. Now I will try to connect these things together. We're trying so hard. This is the fucking hardest part, which is fine, circle. Ooh, I actually did pretty good. Actually, something, I don't know, not too good, but also not too bad, I guess. Yeah, except a point here, have a point here, and I have make a point here, make a point here. It's for the rotation, though. Like this will be the fundamental of the nest circle, nest box, which is very important for me to getting move on onto the next steps. Next steps.
everything. And the buff will add another.
Oh no! Yes. This looks fucking weird. I swear to God, I swear to God, this thing looks so weird. You know what? At least I know how to. At least I know how to draw the box under this thing, which is no software. I can. Yeah, this. Let's say this is 7.5 out of 10. But how did he manage to do it so well?
Normal box. Let's add another normal box to the left, and underneath we'll do.
Under to the left is quite difficult. I try to draw one on the left, and I guess maybe more in the classes. Oh, there's no fucking
a rotated box. But this one is going to be with a different center of rotation. Step 1 is
fuck. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? How did he? Alright, you know what? I stop asking and just do it anyway. Waiting for the results. Yep, waiting for the results. Come. Copy, copy, and copy. That's how this game works. Just a copy game. Cheap copycat game. I know I got it. I have it. I see it. I have it. Right, I have 4 dots. No.
finding the center of rotation.
Find the center, right? Right, simple. I got it.
Then the ellipse and measure the new
Ellipse. What ellipse? No, I just draw a circle for this thing. Now I just draw a circle for this thing. Also, dear.
corners. Fill the space up with more ellipse and measure. Step 1 is finding the center of rotation. Then the ellipse and measure the new corners. Fill the space up with more boxes just to give the viewer something to look at. And now we're going to do a difficult one. We're going to draw a box that's a bit more in space. So start by measuring all corners of what it would look normally in our normal perspective. Find the minor axes we haven't done yet and follow the same steps again. The name of the game is repetition.
I just watched somebody make $12,000 selling a t-shirt that took them literally minutes to make.
Now let's fill the rest of the space with some regular boxes. And if we clean it up a bit and add a background shading, you'll see that the rest of the space is red. And if we apply and clean it regularly, follow the same steps. Again, measuring all corners of what it would look normally in our normal perspective.
Normal perspective. How did he get it?
Find the minor axes.
No, I have problem with error. This normals. This normals. This normals. Everything I know what to do. Maybe not exactly what to do. My mission now is to create a domain expansion with boxes. That's it.
We haven't more with more boxes in the guide of the corners. And in step 3, we connect everything. And above, we'll add another
things to have something below and yeah, number below. Alright, got it. Let me make this time. This time, make this time. This will be a new process. Oh yes, I see, I see. Yes, I absolutely see it. No, it's not silk right now. Therefore, I don't go. It will bring from the I mean, I can't imagine. Oh, right now, I'm going to I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm improving. I'm actually improving some kind. Right, so how do I draw the box beside box? I thought that's true. That is, that doesn't look, does not look right. Well, right? This does not look right. I think it should be something like this instead. Yeah, this one is. Yeah, similar there. Mhm.
Another normal box. Let's add another normal, and the buff will add another normal box. Let's add another normal box to the, and the buff will add another normal box. Let's add another normal box to the left, and underneath we'll do a rotated box. But this one is going to be with a depth.
Right. So what he want me to do is draw all the blocks, both, both again. Right, so I can easily do it. No problem at all. I have no problem at all. Just simple boxes. You know what? These two lines are too long. Are too long. These two lines are too long. You think? I how many? They do. Damn, this looks like above, not in front of, in front of. Whatsoever. I don't know. I know how to fix. How to do a simple fix. Yeah, this this fix. I mean, this fix a lot. This actually fixed. Alright, cool. How about I would like to these ugly things a little bit, yeah, because they are not necessary and they are making my painting more ugly. Yeah, there is somewhere in the close improve. I guess I feel I need to improve a lot. How the fuck how do it's below. Right, got it. It's not that close, it's actually pretty far. Yeah, like that. Sun, sun. ý nhiều chuyện trong đời em thấy mình càng rối bời nhiều chuyện trong đời. I feel like the moment is getting to more local. And time is also subjected. Oh, I see. I see, I see, I see. Well, it's all about the perspective. It's all about, it's all about the perspective. Now I change the perspective a little bit. And again, I get it. I get it. Nhiều chuyện trong đó. I think it's very cool. So that's a bit where we're getting somewhere. I'm, I'm getting somewhere, bro. I'm not even lying. I improved so much in just one day. You know what? Drawing is not that hard, actually. It's actually not that hard if you think about it. If you think about it. It's been about it. Right only how to draw blocks like this. Look like this. Now I understand more about the perspective. I can draw a box next to it or below it. Oh no. I can draw a box like this. Like right beside me. That's behind. Why do I draw a box right behind? The line. Yeah, like the line. First I will add the line. And then make this connected through. Yeah. If we want to connect. No, it doesn't work like that. Hmm. This different. Huh? This angle. Wait, wait, wait. Isn't this the same thing? Message. It is all perspective. It is good for the box that is behind these things, because to be honest, I think this is pretty good. I have improved a lot today. I improved a lot today. I'm not even gonna lie.
different center of rotation. Let's add another normal box to the left, and underneath we'll do a rotated box. But this one is going to be with a different center of.
Right, but now it's the hard. Remember this is how we connect this to the this dot, this dot.
Rotation. Step 1 is
Make it follow the corner. Make it follow the corner. Make it follow the corner. Reset. Right, turn this off.
finding the center of rotation. Then the
Center of the rotation. Yeah, that is the center. That's, that's the center.
the ellipse and measure the new corners.
Ellipse. Yes, now it's the harder part. Hard part. Damn, that is hard. Yes,
fill the space up with more boxes just to give the viewer something to look at. Small perspective shading. You'll see just a couple of lines and some shading.
Oh, dạ cái gì hả? Bình thường, bình thường. Something's not right. Something's not right here. Something is candy. Get to there. Is it? A different box domain? Domain expansion. Domain expansion. Infinity boxes. Infinity boxes. Domain expansion. Infinity boxes. I have better imagination. Let's try to do it myself then. Perspective base. This here. Alright. It's to the font. This thing. This. Let's see. Australia it will be. And if I look at Australia, it will be here. And then the files and here, here, and take it for photos, the file connected together. Right, and draw it inside. That will crayon. Crayon, no fucking shit. Bullshit. Bullshit. It literally crayon bullshit. Bullshit. Stupid shit. It creates a stupid shit. Yeah, sure, long. Yeah, sure, long. And for not good emotions. I feel like that I'm getting improved, but I cannot prove. I'm gonna try now. Try the rotation a little bit less. Yeah, how about the rotation coming a little bit less? Anything like that. Like on small rotation. Can you notice if the rotation is small? And it still does look like it had perspective. Does it? Does it? Well, let's try it. Let's try to same perspective. Yeah, it does. Past perspective is quite it's quite a little bit similar. Except that sure. Close it. Should come down. Confirm the ultra. Advice. Sure. Things may think of things in life which not depend on God, but that's not the thing to do. Just trying to select the right way and the perspective is very clear. It's already there. Perspective is very clear. Yeah, never, never looks carefully and try to connect all the meanings. There's always a circle. There's always a circle. Every time, everyone unknown. Oh, on God. I think you believe on God. And you believe on God. There's a snow always believe in you. But you have to do something. Cannot that it yourself. Mm-mm. Everything that you should do. And the man that said, but that is gossip. Move on. What you want to do? You just focus is on the pen. Great. perspective. Try to imagine the symbol for the project. What the circles. Midnight. Honey, my name is Bob. Honey, my name is Bob.
This drawing looks pretty stiff and form. But even if you're very skilled in drawing, doing something like this is still gonna lead to mistakes. The trick is to keep going and cover up your mistakes. Even Kim Young.
I'm PCAP, and I love drawing. You might be wondering why people keep telling you that you should be drawing boxes. And you might also be thinking, well, I already know how to draw boxes. In this video, I'll talk about why that might not necessarily be the case and how you can go from this to this.
What is
If you can't see what's wrong with all of these boxes, then you need to go and draw boxes. Oh god, those boxes. Oh, everyone's upset by my boxes.
Isn't there anything on that
There's
isn't
no
about
perspective on it.
boxes?
So let me explain to you what's wrong with these boxes. This one is like okay-ish, but the rest of these, they are not good. And the reason they're not good is because if you look at these lines, they are parallel.
They are parallel.
Look, every single line in this box is parallel. They are actually not abiding by perspective. Your box cannot look like this. If you want to draw a correct box, it would look more like this. You see all these lines that were parallel here? You want them to be converging to a point, because they all eventually
Converting to a point. So basically, you need like converting to a point. Yeah. Cannot be parallel. That's what you mean. That's what you mean.
need to go back to a vanishing point. When you first start out, it might be hard to see these vanishing points. Okay, now I just start with these lines. These all lines also need to go back and converge. Vanishing points. Okay, now I just start with these lines. These all lines also need to go back and converge to a vanishing point. Same.
Yeah, yeah. Two on the above and two on the I see. This, this, and this, and then write it out, this out, and then this. That's what does this one mean?
With these ones. Every single line on the box must converge to a vanishing point at some point. And once you can do this, you will get a lot better at drawing perspective.
Every on the box. You mean every single one? Alright, I can try. I mean I can try what you mean. I get it. I get it. I do understand what you mean, but let's try anyway. On a part, you need to be not parallel. Alright, got you. My box looks weird as hell. I don't want it to be too close. Yeah, it must be too close. Look at this. Fuck this. This is somewhere. This very nice. Damn, this effing hard as fuck.
This is a more or less correct box. I'm a bit out of practice, so it's not perfect, but definitely way more correct than whatever is going on over here.
Đồng đỏ vị mới. Cử chỉ khác biệt vượt trên giới hạn.
Communicate in English easily. Use Grammarly and feel confident with the
So let me just quickly explain the concept of vanishing points. We all understand what buildings actually look like, right? They're like square, okay? But obviously when you look at things in reality, when you look at a photo, they're not square. In fact, there is a point here where all things converge to. This is just how things look like in real life. You can see this line over here also converges here. I'm not drawing it very straight because I hate rulers, but you get the idea. And this one point over here is called the vanishing point. So in reality, there's not actually one vanishing point. It's the most common to have 3 vanishing points. So oftentimes you'll see artists do something like this. They choose some vanishing points, like maybe this one, and then maybe over here, and over here I chose 3 vanishing points, and then you kind of radiate outlines like this. This is kind of tedious, by the way. It's no secret, but I absolutely hate doing this. It's also a good idea to do with the ruler, but I also hate rulers, so, okay, I live to make bad decisions. But a rough perspective grid might be sufficient here. Artists use perspective grids like this. And how this works is that you just take this and you kind of follow these lines. And that way you can draw a cube or whatever in perspective by using this grid as a guideline. Okay, there's one major problem with these perspective grids. They suck. They're so boring. I hate drawing perspective grids so much. Like, who wants to draw perspective grids? Who wants to kind of carefully follow these lines and draw careful, perfect boxes? Literally nobody. They stink. So this is why I advocate drawing boxes. We don't want to learn perspective. We just want to learn to fake it well enough so that nobody can tell we didn't actually follow perspective. This is the whole point of drawing cubes, you guys. Here is actually a cube, okay? These lines may look straight. Eventually, they are converging to a point. Okay, maybe I didn't do this one perfectly. This one as well. All of these lines. In reality, this is why it's called three-point perspective. I'm not going to actually draw them converging because it'll take too long. These ones converge a bit closer, so there's this one. Okay? I didn't draw them super straight, so they're not exactly convergent to a point, but this is why it's called three-point perspective. 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. And you need to keep these in mind every time you draw. So that's basically the point of the cube drawing. We don't want to draw perspective, we only want to do it well enough so people think we're drawing perspective. That is all. Whenever you draw boxes, just make sure that your lines converge close enough and people will be tricked and you will never have to draw this stupid thing. That's it. So when you're first getting started out drawing boxes, it is basically a good exercise to actually take a ruler and trace all of these lines back and see how close you are, okay? To actually meeting, okay? To how close these vanishing points are to actually meeting at a single point, because you want them to do that. And when you first get started doing it, you will be completely off. But the whole point is to kind of practice freehanding these boxes and get better and better at estimating that vanishing point and feeling the vanishing point. And that will probably help you get better at perspective. So this sort of thing I'm talking about right now is the method popularized by Draw a Box, but there is something else that I like to use, which is Krenz-Kuchart's box chart. Let me show it to you guys. How to draw the box from these specific angles. And that will probably help you get better at perspective. So this sort of thing I'm talking about right now is the method popularized by Draw a Box, but there is something else that I like to use, which is Krenz-Kuchart's box chart. Let me show it to you guys. How to draw the box from these specific angles. And once you can kind of like just draw any of these boxes anywhere, then you'll start to find that once you're able to draw each of these boxes from imagination, from memory, you'll start to find that basically everything is composed of boxes. This toilet over here, this is just a box, right? A squished box, but a box nonetheless. This toilet over here, it's another box, but of a different angle. Everything abides by perspective, and and you can basically construct them out of boxes. Perhaps a box is not the most accurate way of describing this thing, so I think a cylinder would be more accurate, but there is also a way of drawing cylinders that I learned from Krenz-Kuchart, okay? So you have your box, right? Cool. But let's say you want to draw a rectangle. Well, all right then. So then you can kind of like draw from corner to corner like this to find the center, and you can kind of find the center line. Then extend it out along with the edges. Then from this corner to the center over here, draw a straight line. Now you have a rectangle. That is 2 boxes long and 1 box wide. And this is important because you can measure with it. All right. How do I turn this into a cylinder? Important. This cool.
How do I even do that, bruh? She did it so easily. And that is really impressive. How she can do it so easily. Right. Perspective. Right. Yeah.
But let's say you want to draw a rectangle. Well, all right then. So then you can kind of like draw from corner to corner like this to find the center. And you can kind of find the center line.
Central line. This shit is fucking hard to do.
And extend it out along with the edges. Then from this corner to the center over here, draw a straight line. Now you have a rectangle. That is 2 boxes long and 1 box wide. And this is important because you can measure with it. All right. How do I turn this into a cylinder? And this is important because you can measure with it. All right. How do I turn this into a cylinder? Again, go over here, draw your X to find the center point, find your center lines, and now you have 4 convenient quadrants. You can kind of connect with the curve. To find a circle at the ends. Drawing the back of the box is also a good exercise because now if you kind of do the same thing for the back and connect the edges. Now you have a cylinder. And now they have a cylinder, you can start constructing cylinders. So I guess a toilet bowl is closer to a cylinder than a box. I find this this specific cylinder over here, that's 2 boxes long, very useful because if I look back at my study account, if I can draw a box from every angle, it also means I can draw a cylinder from every angle. Why is drawing a cylinder from every angle useful? It's because I can start constructing bodies like this. And for me personally, for these arms, I use cylinders that are 2 boxes long and 1 box wide and tall. That's how I measure proportion in 3D. And that's the whole reason I draw boxes. I don't draw boxes because I particularly care about boxes. I draw boxes because I want to draw cute anime girls in perspective, and that's how you build up to it. So I hope that helped.
Have to go from boxes to body.
This is
Damn,
how Kittle can help you take
this is
one
crazy.
idea and target multiple
How
print-on-demand
to go
niches.
from
Kittle is
boxes
so
to
easy.
body. Personally, I think my boxes is decent right now.
Do you want to learn how to draw better?
You know what? Let's do a English. Let's do a speaking test. I think I'm confident. I think I'm confident enough. I think that I am pretty confident to take the test.
Now, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself.
All right.
Did you often eat snacks when you were young?
Actually, I'm still young, and yes, I do eat snack very frequently. Um, if you don't know, before I taking this test like 1 hour ago, because this is the center of the city, right? And I don't have enough money to buy anything, so a snack would be a cheap, affordable, and a great price for me, and I can afford it to eat. So yeah,
What snacks do you like to eat?
there is a sweet snacks that I really like. I have ate it since I was in grade one, like 30 years ago. And it was fantastic to have a favorite snack because the price is cheap and now I make a lot of money. I can stack my whole fridge with it, and it was wonderful.
When do you usually eat snacks now?
Mm, I eat, I eat snack every single day, like from in the work in the office when I'm working, or maybe right now when I'm taking this speaking test. I also eating snack, and it's also the same that sweet snack I said before.
How do you choose which snacks to buy?
Well, I would answer this with a frenetic pace. That is the way I choose snacks to buy is based on the color. Mm, as in my experience, every snack that have the package up the color red is always tastes good. Trust me or not, you can try it yourself. I don't know why, but it's always true.
Why do you think snacks are so popular among young people?
Like I said before, first of all, it is because it's affordable for the youngster, right? They cannot afford a banh mi with 20, 20 dong, 20 dong, or even a pho with 50 dong, but they can absolutely afford a snack with 10 dongs or even 5 dongs, I think. It's the price that student that can afford, and yeah, that will be the main reason.
How does snacking affect your daily routine?
Not so much like snack. It's just like just a fast food, right? It doesn't affect much. Like I still have 3 meals a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. And snacks, like it doesn't have much color and shape too much, so I think would not affect too much. Let's see, let's see how much I got. I have got a 6. Only 5.5. Damn. Oh, it's- Actually, you know what? I could do it better. I could do it better.
Now, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself.
All right.
What city do you live in?
I'm currently living in Ho Chi Minh City, which is the largest city in Vietnam country.
How long have you lived in this city?
I have been living here since born, and it is like 80 years. Well, it's a really long time because I've been living here since I was a little child, and now I've grown up and have a job, and I still live here. This place is everything to me.
Is this city your permanent residence?
Yes, it is because all my family is here, staying here, all my friends here, all of my relationship, 90% of my relationship are located in this city.
How has living in Ho Chi Minh City shaped your identity?
Well, living in a huge city actually make me different from other people from a small country because the main reason is living here is more the most of people who living here is have a great financial account, right? In simple terms, they are rich, right? So to live in the capital of this city, and that's the thing that changed me from the other way of thinking.
Why do you think your relationships are so strong in this city?
First of all, people living in big city are very open minded. That's why I can make friends easily with everyone around me and helps people and able to meet people with the same mindset as mine. That is one of the reason why relationships here are very stable and hard to disconnect.
How do you feel about the changes in the city over time?
As a person who lived here since born, the city has changed a lot. From the buildings, the trees, or even the street too. A lot of lights are built up and a lot of buildings are being disrupted. Seeing the city change every single day really makes me, I don't know, have a moment of silence inside. What is tough to do. But yeah, actually feels kind of have some feelings about it. 5.5, yeah. 6566 6566. Only 6566.
Hi, I am Aura. Now, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. Is
Alright.
growing vegetables popular in your country?
Very, especially apples and orange. Right, in some places in countryside, apple and orange are actually very famous. Yeah, you can tell by just going to any local market, apples and orange are selling everywhere, and the quality is very good and the price is very cheap, right? That's why people often take fruit here and transfer it into other country to sell.
Do many people grow vegetables in your city?
I would say like 80% of people do. What I mean by do is if they have a big farm and a whole garden is great, but if they don't have that much land, they can just grow some fruit on day. at the home too, at the rooftop. And personally, my house do grow some food on the rooftop. It is some small orange that I can use to have, I don't know, after meal, and it was really great.
Are you interested in growing vegetables and fruits?
Actually, I do. Have you ever heard about durian? I always wanted to grow durian one day, but the durian tree is too big and I can't just plant it. It really needs some special condition to grow, and I swear to God, when I make enough money, I don't know, I'm gonna create a whole garden of durian. S- Six, six. Luckily, I have six. Especially apple and orange. And there's some kind of improving. So, I was speaking part one. What is the point of it? What is the point of it? How many people are watching my stream? I was. Oh, I don't think anyone are watching now. Yeah, that's it for today. I think we start another stream on practicing IELTS. Yeah. Alright, see ya. Thanks y'all for watching me practice how to draw beautiful boxes. See ya in next stream.